Hi, this is Chris. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk to you about something that just came to me today, just now walking around, and that is I am responsible for how I feel. I am responsible. I want that to sink in. We've spent our life kind of like a pinball where we get knocked around and one day we feel good, the next day we don't. Late in the day we feel good, the next moment we don't. We're like up and down all over the place. Like a pinball, just no control, just being knocked around wherever you go. And just then you do it for so long that you just assume and believe that that's just the way it is. And so you just deal with it. That's just the way it is. And you hope to feel better more of the time. But all of a sudden something will happen in life or something will trigger you. Someone will say something, you'll see something, you'll experience something. And all of a sudden, bam, you go down and you're no longer feeling good. Well, that's going to happen. That's going to continually happen until you realize and understand that you are responsible for how you feel. Meaning, I am responsible for how I feel. So walk with me here. I can't control most of the things that happen outside of me, outside of us. Can't control what somebody says, can't control how someone acts. And you can take that into so many different places on what things happen outside of our control. That's why they have the serenity prayer, right? Like, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot control. So for all those things, if we can't control them and they make us feel bad, do we have to feel bad? Do we have to feel horrible? Do we have to feel spiteful, vengeful, angry, frustrated, disappointed, and all these things that we feel when something happens in our life and our circumstances? We react that way because that's the norm, that's the pattern, I'm not going to get into the subconscious here, but those are subconscious patternings happening. And if we don't take control over how we feel, see, we may not control the circumstances, but we do have control over how we feel. And I just want to share that with you, is that I am responsible for how I feel. Good, bad, indifferent. If I feel bad, that is my choice. Think about it. Take some of your own circumstances for a ride and go with it and play with it and go, wait a minute, do I have to feel bad right now? Question it. Why am I feeling bad right now? We're choosing it. We're choosing a perspective or a belief or a thought about those circumstances or the situation, and we are feeling bad because of it. But we have a choice, people. It's so awesome to know that we have a choice. And for me, I want to feel better more of the time, so I am taking responsibility for how I feel. I could choose joy in every moment. I could choose love in every moment. I can choose bliss in every moment. I can. That is something I have control of, and you do too. Believe me, it is not easy. It has taken me years. You know, about 8 or 9 years ago, I heard a saying. It's from Bashar, if you've followed him or heard of him. And he says, circumstances don't matter, only your state of being matters. So 8 years ago, I heard that. I thought it was profound. I used to repeat it on a daily basis for some period of time until I forgot to. And 8 years later, till I finally fully get it, fully embody it, and understand what it means. Your circumstances are outside of you. They don't matter. They do matter to you, which is the problem, is that they have mattered to you so much that you take it personally or you identify with it. And you forget about how you feel. Your state of being is how you feel. That's what you have control over. You can choose how you want to feel in any given moment, any given circumstances. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying there won't be challenging events. You might forget to do this. But once you have this information, you now have more power, you have more control, you have a roadmap to follow. So I'm giving you a roadmap. To feel better more of the time is to start being responsible for how you feel. Because for me personally, feeling good is so important to me. It is so important to me. I've suffered most of my life in different ways, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Some at different times, others all four of those at the same time for years. So here's a little tip from my own personal experiences so you don't have to continue to suffer. Try this out. Start being responsible for how you feel. It's not a judgment. Don't take judgment of it. This is a tool for you to use to begin feeling better more of the time, because when you start stopping long enough to know when you are feeling bad or negative and you catch yourself, and if you unwind it and follow it back to the root source, you'll realize that you actually do have a choice on how you want to feel in that moment. So give it a try, leave me a comment, post something below, hit the like button if you like this, pass this on with someone who could use this. And it's Easter today, so happy Easter. Lots of love. Bye.